Yo, what's good, basketball heads? It's your boy Crush. Let's talk about Mark Cuban and the Dallas organization sitting all the starters and throwing in the towel just so they could get the number 10 pick. If you are a Mavericks fan and a basketball fan, a NBA fan, how can you respect that? Like, that was some real sucker Mark Cuban did. The Mavs still had a chance to get into the play-in, and Mark Cuban threw the towel in basically, just so he could secure the number 10 pick. And how can you respect that? So a lot of people came to the game. A lot of Luka fans and Mavericks fans came to the game only to watch Luka play one quarter and then sit out the rest of the game. So the Mavs, they sat Kyrie and all the starters. And that's crazy. This is what the NBA has come to. You have two of the best scorers in NBA history on the same team, and you threw the towel in. You didn't even give Luka or Kyrie a chance to see if they could get into the play-in. That's crazy. And now Luka is unhappy. I mean, can you blame him? If you are a competitor, how can you be happy with a situation like this? You never even got a chance to see if you could possibly get into the play-in. If OKC won all their games and you didn't get in, that's fine. But you wanted to have the opportunity. And Mark Cuban took that away from Luka, Kyrie, and the entire Mavericks team. And this is the kind of situation that could have Luka walk out the door. Luka is already pissed off. This is the type of behavior, this is the type of action and situation that'll have Luka demand a trade and go elsewhere. This just wasn't a good look, man, for sports fan, for Mavericks fan, for the NBA, just in general, it was not a good look. How can you respect it? How can you respect something like this where the organization, the owner said, you know what? We're going to punt on the season, wrap it all up just to secure a pick, a number 10 pick. So Friday, Luka played 13 minutes. He subbed himself out the game, and that was it. And the Mav was up by a whole bunch. At one point, they was up by almost 20, I think. And once Luka came out, that was it. It was over. They lost the game. So Cuban threw the towel in. All these fans who paid to see the game basically showed up to watch their team throw in the towel. That's crazy, man. That is crazy. I am positive Luka is not happy. I could tell you off rip, Luka is unhappy. And on top of that, you just got Kyrie in the trade deadline and you pull a stunt like this. This is a reason for Kyrie to not re-sign with the team. You pull a stunt like this. So Luka is unhappy. I'm sure he's pissed off. This ain't a good look for Kyrie because you just got him, and this is not the type of thing you want to do when you just get a new player to the team. This is one of the worst things I've seen in a long time. And the NBA been going downhill for a minute. This is one of the worst things I've ever seen by an organization, by a team owner. This is sad, man. They threw the season in, still had a shot. With Luka and Kyrie, you always have a chance. They had a shot, but they punt on the season for a pick. If you are a Mavericks fan, you got to feel some type of way. You got to feel some type of way. You support an organization, you watch the games, you might go to the games and they just throw the towel in. Go out swinging. This wasn't cool, man. This wasn't cool. I would never see this coming from Mark Cuban. He's one of the few NBA owners who's very passionate about the game. He loved the game. So I would never see this coming from Mark Cuban, of all people. Mark Cuban to do something like this? That is crazy. So the franchise rested all their players just so they could have a chance of landing a higher pick in the draft. I mean, I get it. You want to get a chance at a better pick, but this is not how you do it, man. This is the wrong way to go about it. You have Luka in his prime, Kyrie in his prime, two of the best scoring duos in the game, and you're going to throw the towel in? Like, you know what? We're just going to punt on the season so we could have a better chance at a higher pick in the draft. Like, that is crazy. The Mav is going to get penalized for this. The NBA is going to do something about this because this is not how we do it. I was looking forward to the Mavs at least getting a chance, at least a fighting chance, a puncher's chance. play the games, and whatever the outcome is, you live with it. You don't throw the towel in, sit all the starters. Like, that is crazy. I have never seen something like this. This is new. And coming from Mark Cuban, of all owners, Mark Cuban. That's crazy, because this is not something you would expect from Mark Cuban. Not Mark Cuban. You know, he's one of the many NBA owners who love the game. He's a big fanatic. So Mark Cuban did something like this is crazy. Don't be surprised if Luka demands a trade. I mean, I hope he stays in Dallas, you know, hold it down in Dallas, but can you blame him if he said, you know what, I'm out of here? After this stunt that Mark Cuban pulled, you can't be mad if Luka said, you know what, I'm done with this. But I hope he stay put, man. But I'm sure he's pissed off. I'm sure Kyrie's pissed off. Like, what? This off season, summer coming up, and next season is very crucial for the Mavericks. I'm looking for the Mavs to go out and get some pieces this off season in the summer. If you're going to punt on the season, you better make it right next season. So I'm looking for the Mavs to go out and get the parts and the players needed to balance this team out so, you know, they could compete next season. But this wasn't it, man. This is not how you go about it. There's a lot of people who spend their money to come see the games, people who have NBA packages who support the games, and you pull a stunt like this. I can't imagine all the heartbroken Mavericks fans. Like, man, it's sad, but we'll see what happens moving forward. I'm sure the NBA is going to step in to punish Mark Cuban. Yeah, but as always, man, I'll holla. As always, we just talking basketball. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share, holla at your boy.
It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about the game. I'ma say it. It's all about the game.